Hi, just a quick look at some bullshit wireless charging technology, and everyone's trying to do this. I got a tweet from Snoopy Monster, Thomas, I can't pronounce the last name, sorry, to take a look at this AirVolt charger, and yes, it's on the the crowdfunding choice of scammers everywhere, Indiegogo. So let's have a look at this AirVolt, and there's so many companies, so many scammers trying to do this wireless charging technology. Some aren't scammers, some are legitimate. They think they've got a brilliant idea for doing this, or they just copy an idea from somewhere they read about, oh, we can do that. And hey, this hasn't raised a huge amount of money yet. It's got 15 days left. It's raised 11 grand, but it's 572% of its target, so it's not a big game, but I just want to use this as an example of the bullshit that is out there and how it's so easy to actually see through this. If, with some just reading the project page should be enough. Anyway, the claim is wireless charging of smartphones from operation up to 9 meters. And if you actually go down here and actually have a look at what it says, maximum 12 meters, and it says something about it can actually, it's like, it takes 3 hours instead of 2, or something like that. Sorry, you'll have to have a look down here. Anyway, it's in there. I won't go into details. Anyway, it reckons it can charge it almost as quickly as a wired connection. So, right off the bat, bullshit. And the first red flag is, look, this campaign has an idea for the physical product they're planning to make. Indiegogo, it looks like, I haven't actually seen this before, but it's in the concept stage. All they have is a concept. They don't actually have a product, and that's the first giveaway here. So anyway, let's watch the video. It's only short, and see what bullshit they got to offer.
World's first charger using radio waves as energy. The radius of operation of AirVolt is up to 9 meters. Within this radius, the components can transmit energy to your smartphone of up to 510 milliamps per hour.
510
milliamp is inserted into the socket, transmits a polarity of one type of radio waves for the antenna. The second component inserted into your phone is the antenna that receives the signal and converts it to energy received by the phone. For AirVolt operation, connect the antenna to the phone.
Plug it in, right up the clacker.
Insert the transmitter into the socket.
Insert it in. Turns on.
Within a minute, the components are synchronized, and your phone starts charging.
Look, it looks like it's
AirVolt
charging.
is also a power bank with a capacity of 2,900 milliamp hours.
He just switched it on.
For one charge cycle.
It's not even. Hang on,
simply...
I have to tell you that it's not even plugged in to the mains. Right there. Bullshit red flag. There's a battery and a LED inside this thing. It is fake. As they clearly say here, and I'll show you further, it's a concept, a product concept. They've got a battery and a blue LED in there and a switch on the top to turn it off and on. It is completely fake because it's just a concept. So anyway, let's continue.
Pressing the button. You will need to wait a minute and your phone will start charging.
It'll start charging. Okay, now we saw, right?
With AirVolt, you'll forget about wires.
Plugged into the power point.
AirVolt, a new type of...
Anyway, they showed you right there that it was there was a charging symbol on the screen. How do they do this? Look, there it is, right? There's the charging symbol on the screen with just the device plugged in, right? There it is. How do they do it? Obviously, it's a product concept. They've got a little lithium polymer, lithium ion battery in that thing that's just and a little regulator that's generating the 5 volts to get the charge indicator up on your phone, because it's a product mock-up. It's a concept stage. It's complete and utter bullshit. And if you go down here, they actually basically admit it. Look, on their timeline, all you've got to do is look at their timeline. Here it is. They got the idea. Patent it, quick. Create a hypotheses technology. Create hypotheses, technology hypotheses testing. They reckon they've tested their hypothesis. And then they do the Indiegogo, which they currently got. And then in July, it's still the middle of June, July, then they'll just develop it because, well, that's easy. 3 months, yeah, no worries. She'll be right, mate. And then they'll just magically start production. And then they'll handle that'll do in a month pre-production. No worries. Logistics will take take a month, and then they'll ship it. What a complete and utter load of bullshit. And of course, they won't tell you any of this in the risks section, will they? They just do. We expect the risk associated with a delay in sending the product to do this. We send our representative to China because, like, nothing about actually developing the product. No risk whatsoever in developing the product. It's like, hang on, I'll facepalm. Oh, I mean, like, you've just got to read the campaign. If this is a requirement now on Indiegogo, which is great, that it's just a concept stage, if you see this, just simply do not invest. All right? Especially if it's a technology product like this, because these people do not, and even if they're not scammers, they, come up with an idea, they're enthusiastic, they run their crowdfunding campaign, because that's what they're taught to do in university courses these days, these entrepreneurial courses, is get your idea and raise money, and then, develop your product and form your company and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, they're just clueless about product development and manufacturing. It's just ridiculous. It's a fake demo. They basically admit it's just at the concept stage, which means it's all fake. So how they can get the up to 9 meters because they might have, I don't know, done a couple of calculations on the back of a napkin or something and think that they can do it. It's just utter bullshit. So I don't even have to go in there and debunk that. I mean, look at this, right? Take a look at Wetricity. I don't know how you actually pronounce that. It's one of the big players in this wireless charging market. Let's not talk about UB, and that's complete and utter bullshit, impractical bullshit that'll never work. It wins the bullshit of the decade award. But Wetricity, they actually have like real wireless, resonant magnetic induction technology, right? They've raised $31 million and they've been going since well before 2013. But they haven't, I don't think have they shipped anything yet? I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at the demo. Is this the CEO? Okay, so this is the CEO demoing what tens of millions of dollars in wireless charging investment can get you. Let's see if they get 9 meters. Let's check it out.
See that this is Aloysius Low in Taipei, and here to speak with.
Here we go.
So
here he is.
The basic principle is that you have a resonator operating at a certain frequency, and that if you build a receiver that has a resonator in it tuned to the same frequency, and you keep them in tune, as you
there it is.
come in
it
the
lights up,
presence
but look how
of the
close it had to
source,
be.
the power source,
right?
Power is transferred. And what's unique about this, there's been many approaches at inductive charging, which needs, for induction, you need 2 coils that are perfectly matched. It's kind of like my electric toothbrush, or even Qi phones. Mm-hmm. With magnetic resonance, you get this positional flexibility. You can operate at a distance. You can have one power source and multiple receivers.
That's
the
it.
Same principle. All it does is it just draws more power. Right now, almost
gone.
no power is being consumed.
That's half a meter away.
Now it's being transferred to the receiver.
Right?
It also goes through materials, so I can embed it in a table.
But once again, inches away. Anyway.
Implantable medical devices, and they start charging.
So that's basically, that is a legitimate tech, right? I don't know if they're delivered, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, they've got some legitimate tech there, which is, state of the art, tens of millions of dollars in funding, and they can get a resonance system that's, I don't know the efficiency, haven't looked into it. So, anyway, they've got something that works, tens of millions of dollars investment, and it's only, like a foot away, 30 centimeters away, something like that. And this thing works up to 9 meters magically with, and I'm sure it's, I did read it in here somewhere. It says, here it is, 10 to 15% less energy to the smartphone than a standard 5-volt wired charger. The difference is insignificant. It will take you 3 hours instead of like 2.5 hours. Like, bullshit. Right? Anyway, I hope you liked that quick look at this. I mean, don't fall for this crap. Forget all these wireless charging technologies. Qi charging is built into your phone now. I've got one. It's built in. You sit it on there, you buy the charger for $5, it's already built into your phone, and it charges, which is great for phones, sitting on your desk or a stand where you use them. And just anyway, like there might be something to resonant wireless charging technology like the Wetricity one and like this, but like a couple of people in Croatia for their $2,000 limit are not going to magically create some magic utopian device that came out of Willy Wonka's Chinese factory and charges at 9 meters with, like 80% of the efficiency of wires or something. Utter bullshit. So don't fall for it. It's concept stage. It's all it is. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Catch you next time.